Green that you saw out on the football field, you see inside this indoor practice facility, and it's state-of-the-art. And what are we calling this?
This is the Mosco F. Cash Indoor Practice Facility.
And it is a beautiful place. I have not been here since they first started putting the steel up, and I must tell you I'm impressed, and I know they still got a little bit left to do in here, but it's something that a lot of schools and athletic programs dream about, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We, Tim Risley, which is a Goblin alumni, he was the architect on this facility, and I don't want to forget to say Pat Brown was our architect on our stadium complex as well, and Pat donated his time. He's donated a lot of time to help us with this entire complex. He was in charge of the master architect of the whole thing, so he's done a wonderful job. But Tim Risley is a Goblin, and he's the one who designed this indoor facility, and he's designed North Side in Fort Smith, and he's doing the one at Southside, but it's not near as big as this one is.
How many yards, what do you got in here as far as the size?
This is a 50-yard field, synthetic turf as well. We have a weight room. We have a boys and a girls locker room. We have restrooms, a men and women's restroom. We have a laundry room. We have a training room, and then we have an elevator also as well in this facility. When you go upstairs, you'll see the coaches' offices. We have two team meeting rooms and both the AD's offices, and we'll go up there in a minute and look.
Yeah. I noticed, of course, you've got the halogen lighting system in here where it gives you almost a daylight look in here, and I like the way they put around the sides on this. They've got where you get some light in, the plexiglass, I guess is what you would call that type of stuff, that gives you some lighting where it's not really that dark, and also the skylights.
Yeah, I mean it's almost where you don't even have to have the lights on here to practice, and that will also save the school a lot of money, I think, because it's so light in here that you won't have to use electricity to do a lot of things till nighttime. I know there'll be a lot of people who use this facility. All the athletic teams will be able to use this. The band already has a night, one day a week, that they're going to come and perform out here because they've worked that out with the school system. They all worked that out. The cheerleaders, and one of the other things that this facility is great for is Senior Olympics and Special Olympics. I know that when I visited with Jerry Mitchell, and he said, even with the Special Olympics, these kids come here and they want to be able to perform here, and if it rains, then their trip is ruined and they can't perform or do anything at our current one. And this allows them to be able to come inside. You can do activities inside. We have an all-weather field, so you can still perform outside. And so it's just, it is really an all-purpose thing for the whole community to be able to be a part of. And
I can see where in the area that we live here, we do have our weather conditions most of the time for 4 or 5 months out of the year particularly, and sometimes longer, can be somewhat adverse and really eliminate any type of outdoor activities. And I can see where you can do a lot of things here. I did notice that it's, of course, heating. You've got all the heating, and you've got exhaust, looks like exhaust fans, so when the temperatures get warm they kick on and blow the cool air through, so it makes a lot of difference there. I want to take a look upstairs, kind of show you a little bit about what the facilities will be once they complete it for the players, coaches, and anyone else using this. Okay, the room that we're standing in, which is a very large room here, Kim, what will they utilize this for?
This is the coaches' offices. They'll have a conference table here, and they'll have all the coaches' desks. There'll probably be about 6 or so desks here. Over in that corner, we'll have a video editing where they will actually edit film and things for the games and things like that, so the coaches can watch. Down this end, which is the east end, it will be a team meeting room. We have 2 team meeting rooms upstairs, and they also have the coaches' locker room and their bathrooms and facilities for them. Back behind us is Coach Tice's office, and then we will go on down and a little further, and you'll go into Coach Pratt's office, and they both have actually rooms where they actually can look out on the field, which is nice. And then we also have a West class meeting room, classroom, and that room is really going to be also for the community. When we have, one of the things that was important to the Cash family is that if you want to have people in the community want to have meetings and things, they could have that in this facility, and that way you can go up the stairs and go the stairwell and then come up that room. There's a bathroom down there, and you can lock the doors and kind of keep people all out, kind of secure, but you allow the community to be able to use the indoor facility for meetings and stuff.
Well, and I know that there's always a shortage of those kind of spaces around the area, and many of them meet in churches and many of them go to the college, etc. So that is something that I know that Mr. Cash and the family, they were very adamant about you having that. I remember when they were talking about that to start with, and that's nice to have a facility like that where you can do that. How much? You're not a lot left really here. You're getting down to the final few weeks, I guess, to finish this.
Yeah, I think it should probably be done in a couple of weeks or so. We've got right now the carpet is being installed today. The tile is being installed. The elevator will come in. Well, the elevator's here, but it will start being installed Monday, and it'll take several days to do that. And then they'll put in the rubber flooring downstairs. That'll probably be one of the last things that we do because everything's down in that room.
Right.
And we also have some FedEx has donated some furniture, as well as some other people in the community have donated some furniture for the coaches and things like that. There will be TVs up in here. There will be TVs downstairs as well. I do want to mention that Ben Martin is our construction manager. He has volunteered his time for a long time, for about 5 years, as long as I've been doing it, and to do this, and we could not do it without Ben. He has been instrumental in this project. He's kind of the right-hand person. He just takes care of everything, and that's really awesome. And Martin Construction is the one that is doing the building as well as the stadium, and they have done, Joe Martin and his crew have done an awesome job. And this facility, I know Mosco and his family come over here a lot to check and see, and they are just so pleased with the project. And the Garrison family also came several weeks ago, and they're very, very pleased with what we've done with the money that we've received. We feel like we've got an outstanding facility.
Now, I don't suppose you're still taking cash if anybody wanted to donate money.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, we do have some more money to raise. Right now we're trying to raise actually the interest money for the loan. We need about $600,000, so if anybody has any money out there, we do need that. But we can always take money for sure. So we'll have a lot of things that we need to provide for track equipment, things like that we don't have now. We don't have a pole vault pit, we don't have a high jump pit. We have one, but it's not up standard now. So there's a lot of equipment and things that we do need that will have to be bought probably with private funds as well.
Yeah, and I would assume that will, obviously some of those you'll just have to wait until you get the money, get the funds, do a little bit at a time once you get the complete structure finished. Well, I must tell you, Kim Rawson, as I mentioned before, has done a superb job in getting this whole thing going and keeping after it and staying with it, even though it took a much longer period of time than was anticipated. It's all going to be well worth it, and it's a state-of-the-art facility. If you get a chance sometime, just drive up here. They welcome anyone to come up and look and see what's going on. It's all a part about your community, and it eventually will be a state-of-the-art facility that very few communities around the country will be able to come and say they've got something better. So congratulations, Kim. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thanks.